Oh, praise Yah, Yhwh, Yah is our Savior and our only Savior. And there is no other Savior besides Yah, the strong one. Now, I want to touch on the Israelites and who we are. Okay? See, it was written, but it was never told. And it will never be told. We have to do our own research because no one's going to tell us who we are. We're the glorious Israelites, okay? The new people that will be governing this earth under righteousness and peace, okay? Now, a lot of Israelite brothers are lost because we think that the Euro Gentiles wrote the Book of Remembrance. They are responsible for revise of the Gospels, okay? That's their heritage. That's why they have Caesar Borgia as the head, okay? That's what they're about. But they had nothing to do with writing the so-called Old Testament, the Book of Remembrance, because that was our descendants, which was the Israelites, okay? We are Israelites born in America, just like Moshe was born in Egypt, but he was an Israelite and he left to do the Exodus. Now, there was no way in the world that the white man could have wrote the Book of Remembrance, because if you go to Isaiah, the 49th chapter, Yah says that they will lick the dust off our feet. And then if you go to Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, the 18th verse, Yah said, this is a foolish nation, a people with no understanding. And then Yah said in Yeshaya that the Euro Gentiles will hand us all of their wealth. Okay, so why would they write a book where they condemn themselves and they tell you that they are going to be servants to the children of Israel? So it makes no sense. Why would someone even say that they wrote this book when it was in Hebrew, okay? And that's the Semitic language, which is a dark hue, it's an Afro-Asiatic language. If you look up the definition for the word Semitic, it tells you Afro-Asiatic language in Northeast Eden, so-called Africa. But I call it the land of Eden, the proper name, because Africanus is the guy that conquered Hannibal, and they named the land after him. So I don't go by that. I call it the land of Eden, okay? And the first time the Euro Gentiles ever entered the Promised Land, the Holy Land, was in 334 BCE, led by Alexander the Great. Before then, there's no history of the Euro Gentiles in that land, okay? So there's no way that they wrote this book. And Yah gives you so many hints, like when Moshe was mistaken for an Egyptian, and when we went to go bury Yosef, the Canaanites seen us mourning because we all had Egypt apparel on, and the Canaanites labeled us all as Egyptians. Now we all know that the ancient Egyptians were dark-skinned people, because you can go to any history book and find people to tell you that. So that's a lie when they say that these are light people, because that's Stony Walk. Because then you read the Book of Remembrance, it tells you that Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian, and that the Canaanites called us all Egyptians. Then you'll know that the children of Yisrael were dark-skinned people. Okay, they spoke a Semitic language, which is our language, because they speak Yiddish. They tamper with the holy language. That's why in the New Kingdom, God's going to give us a whole new language. And Yah prophesied that we'll worship other gods that our foreparents never known, wood and stone, okay? The wooden cross, which is straying us away and it just leading us to death and destruction. And we can't figure this out because we're not reading the Book of Remembrance. Like if you go to Yeshaya 45 and 7, Yah says he wounds and he kills, he make war and he make peace. There's no such thing as this mythological character, Satan. Satan means adversary. The devil means deceiver. The descendants of Esau and the Gentiles fit that description. Okay? But they want to hide who they are, so they make up imaginary characters so you can not put the spotlight on them. But they are Yah's weapons for people who's not living Yah's law. This is what their purpose is for. They're not here to unite under no rainbow. They're not here to be your friend. They're not here to love you. They're here to chastise you if you're not living Yah's law. So if you turn to Yah and live Yah's law, then the Gentiles and the descendants of Esau can't harm you, because Yah orchestrates all this for people who's rebelling against Yah, trying to do it their own way, or trying to believe in what the hearts of a man has taught them. Okay? So what the Gentile do is he can get you in two ways. He can have you worshiping the false god, or he can have you atheist. That's why Yah says stay away. That's why I have no problem with the Gentiles, but I'm not trying to join the Gentiles, because I know that this is a people with no understanding and no love. and they're here to live out Yah prophecy and to chastise any Israelite that's not abiding by Yah's law. And they can be dangerous to you. So, this is for Yah, our righteousness, Yhwh, and the holy city of Code. Peace.